Hello and welcome to tonight's Parks and Rec Commission meeting. This is our regular scheduled meeting for May 11th, 2021. Kathy, may I have a roll call, please?
Chairperson Polican.
Here.
Vice Chairperson Pierce.
Here.
Commissioner Byram.
Here.
Commissioner Moss.
Here.
Commissioner Cabato.
Here.
Commissioner Peterson.
Here.
Awesome. With that being done, we'll move on to approval of tonight's agenda. Do I have a motion to approve tonight's agenda for May 11th, 2021?
I move for approval of the agenda for tonight.
All right. Do I have a second?
I second.
We have a second. All in favor of the approval of tonight's agenda?
Aye.
Hearing none opposed, we'll move on to item number 4. We have the approval of the minutes for May 13th, 2021. That was our last regularly scheduled meeting. Since I wasn't here, I won't vote on it. But I'll ask for a motion for the approval of the meetings for April 13th.
I move that we approve the minutes.
All right, I hear one. Do I have a second?
I second.
All right, we have a second. Perfect. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, I'll abstain at this point. The next one will be the scheduled announcements. We have item number 5 there. Hello.
Commissioners, it's good to be here this evening.
Good to have you. Thanks for coming.
Bobby is taking a much-needed break, so hopefully I can get through this, and I think you coached me pretty well.
You got a better smile than Bobby, so we'll be all right.
All right. So we'll talk about the April classes, programs, participation. Even though we were lower in some areas, we did end up having a total of 2 more students than we did last year. So we're a little bit down in the ages 0 through 5, 6 students, 6 through 11, 29, 12 through 17 age group, 13 students. And of course, our bread and butter is the 18 through 59 and the 60 plus. I mean, that's where we get the majority of our students. So as our team progresses, we are going to look at how we can bump up those numbers, the 0 through 5 and 6 through 11, where we can, we're obviously not doing something. So we need to look at different types of programming and, of course, figuring out what we're going to do after COVID. So how we can, just offer better classes to our to our community. So we have some ideas, and we'll move forward with that. But I think numbers will continue to increase, and we may have a little fluctuations from some numbers not being reported correctly. All right, we have Mountain Valley Splash will be opening on May 29th for open swim, 11:30 to 3 p.m. and 3:30 to 7 p.m. We're really excited about getting our pool open. Our staff has done an amazing job getting us off the ground and running. Marissa has just really worked very, very hard. She's going to be leaving us for, 10 years or something like that? I don't know. It seems forever. But she's really brought us up to speed with certified 9 new lifeguards, 3 returning new lifeguards, or 3 recertifying lifeguards. And staff, she gave us an update. They're cleaning, painting, and just getting everything organized for opening. Our parks crew this morning, they were painting the deck and spray painting the fence. So swim lesson registration begins on the 17th. Just 1 session only, and Bobby wanted me to say that he was a lifeguard at one point and a head lifeguard. I was never a lifeguard, but I love to swim, so. Spring volleyball has wrapped up. I just cannot say enough about our sports coordinator, Jordan Sanchez. He is amazing. He has really just come in with the team and provided some great spring volleyball. We had a total of 21 teams. Each team played 7 regular seasons, 74 regular season matches, which, that's pretty amazing considering we only had the Boys and Girls Club. Top 4 teams in each division qualified for the end of the season tournament. Also, we had the wrap-up of spring softball. Again, Jordan, he just was everywhere. He did a lot of split shifts to help cover and make sure that we provided a quality softball and volleyball for our community. We had 35 teams. We talked to him this morning, and as he said there were not a lot of problems with softball as to some of the prior years that we had some behavioral problems, but he said the teams were professional and handled themselves well, so I was very happy to hear that. 123 regular season games played total, which again, we just have Mountain Valley. It's a wonder that we were able to play any games at all, so we did a great job keeping the schedule tight. So these are our tournament champions, winners of volleyball and softball. We will be starting the fall again, so it's really good that we're able to provide our community such an opportunity for softball and volleyball. And we're coming up a movie Under the Stars. We're very excited about this. We have some great movies scheduled for our community. We have June 4th, though, I just want to highlight, is our first drive-in. So we're excited about that. We'll be playing Black Panther. So we think, as was last year, we may have a lot of folks coming out. So we're excited about that. And do we have it on here? We're supposed to have a swim movie too, but I don't see it on here. So that may be later in the summer. But be prepared for a swim movie that we will have. And that's all I have. I have the Arbor Day celebration, but that's not for me to review.
Very cool. Awesome. Any questions at all about the schedules or the updates for the classes and special events? No? All right, hearing none, we'll move on to the next line item, which is the chairperson report. As you mentioned, the numbers being down for those, I guess, the younger crowds. Mm-hmm. One of the big participation things coming up in the next coming weekend is the 3-on-3 basketball tournament here at Mountain Valley Park. It is free to the general, everybody. It's free to everybody. 12 and over, rather, is the preferred method. So they have different age brackets they're going to break it up in. It's designed specifically around the youth. It's designed everybody to be inclusive in that regard. Come out, bring up some hydration, grab the goodie bags, get yourself associated with that 3-on-3 tournament. It'll be at the Mountain Valley Park at the, I believe it's going to be at the actually outdoor courts, right?
Yes.
Is that what I'm understanding? Okay. So yeah, outdoor courts, come as you must. Other than that, there are lots of activities to be involved with. I'm sure everything's from the library side, Parks and Rec side, and so on. Just get involved with the community. Hopefully we can bring those numbers up and according to what we can provide to our community. I got nothing else. I don't have any update for the tree advisory board, but we do have an Arbor Day update, and I'll leave that to Chairperson Pierce.
Vice Chair.
Vice Chair. Sorry.
Don't leave me.
I'm downgrading.
I went to the Arbor Days at the Mountain Valley Park. I didn't make it over the other location. Was it Antelope?
It was Antelope, yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But it was amazing. I mean, I was just so impressed with the volunteers and the staff did a great job. I mean, they were prepared. They had the holes dug. All the tools were ready, and even had burritos. Yeah. So you guys, next time, put that down, Pete. But I like the where they planted them, and I think they're going to really do well there with behind the ballparks there, and it'll be a good thing. So I think over 30-some trees were planted, so very well done.
35.
Yeah.
And that was brought to us in part by the Desert Financial Credit Union, right? They were coming up in
right.
Part
of their volunteer effort, and they're in the process. I think they're going to be opening up some branches up here. So
yes.
That'll be nice to work with them in the future too.
Nice to have a good organization or corporation, or even credit union in this case, to contribute to our community and help us develop our parks to be better. That's awesome. We need more of those community partnerships as much as we possibly can. Very good. Any questions at all about Arbor Day or the updates for the Tree Advisory Board? All right, we'll move on to item number 7, which is the old business, the spray pad update.
Yes, so the Bob Edwards spray pad is we're having the progress. So the retaining wall, we're having a retaining wall on the back side. I went there this morning. Nick was there with the contractor to have training on how to adjust the settings for the spray features, and it was exciting to see the water going. And I was like, I ran through the water. That's what I had to do. So it was exciting. The tank has not yet come in. We're hoping it will be installed at the end of the month. But in the meantime, the spray pad will still be going, so it's not detrimental that we don't have it right now. We have the drainage system going down into the I can never think of that word.
Ravine, or the retention ravine?
Yeah, the retention basin. So we're excited about that. So they were training on the control system today, so it was really good to see the water spraying all over the place. So. And we did need your some feedback on the rules. If you've looked over them, these are pretty standard industry standards for rules and regulations of a spray pad. I had no idea. I'm like, just let them come in and have fun. But nope, we have to have regulations, and I completely understand that. So. Some of the things that we did add in for our own were water shoes for everyone. It is a concrete slab, and it can be rough on little feet, and it can get a little warm. And of course, we can adjust the hours of operation and the month. So depending on how hot or cold it gets, it's going to either shrink or get longer. So
yeah, just as a general glance, I think the sign's appropriate. It has guidance for restricting the amount of people there. Has the guidance for keeping it clean, making sure that you don't ingest the water there,
right?
And just give some guidance for the youngins to stay with their parents, and adult supervision is always strongly recommended.
Yes.
So I think it's got all the great points, the key points that I would consist of, glass containers and so forth. Is there any questions in regards to the safety signage?
Is there just one sign?
Yes, there'll be one giant sign.
Posted visibly.
Yes, of course.
Yep.
Right there.
Yeah. As long as it it kind of fits that whole, I guess Mountain Valley Park had the same kind of safety signage done when they were doing their AstroTurf or that fielding. Mm-hmm. As long as it's clean and concise and not put up with 2x4s or something like that, that'll be.
No, it'll be nicely done. and we're about consistency with our signage too. So.
Yeah, that's a good thing for sure. Any other questions at all? Okay.
I was over the other day, and it is going to be great. The picnic shelter there is close enough that I think you're going to find that that's where a lot of the parents and grandparents are going to be on those picnic tables. I don't know if we've planned out, Bobby and Nick are always ahead of me, but I don't know if we've planned out any other benches or anything around that. But I can tell that it's going to be real popular, and there will be a lot of adults that are going to just be, can I get in the shade, or where can I sit while my kids are running around here? So just something to think about there, Casey.
I'm going the wrong way. Oh, no, I'm going to show you. So if you see the wall around the splash pad, that is a retaining wall for parents to sit on. So they're always thinking ahead. So yes, and we're having 3 retaining walls in that. So you just see the 2. There's another one over there just to the east of it that we are putting on so parents can sit on. So.
Very good. Yeah, it looks like a great addition to the community, and hopefully get some more in the near future. We'll talk about that in just a little bit, I hope. Awesome. The next item, I guess, after the signage would be the ribbon cutting ceremony for the splash pad.
Mm-hmm. So the ribbon cutting is Wednesday, May 19th. It says 3 p.m. It's supposed to be at 2. I'm sorry, I forgot to adjust the time. It was originally at 3 p.m., but it is at 2. The mayor's going to be there, and he has another commitment at 3 o'clock, so we need to make sure that he's available. It's going to be the ceremony is going to be pretty quick because we want the community to enjoy the spray pad. So the mayor will be doing a little speech. Ryan Judy will be talking about the Raymond Jenkins Foundation, and then I'll be there just to say a little blurb about Nick and his amazing crew. That really we couldn't have done this without them. I can't say enough about Nick and his leadership with the parks crew. They're wonderful. So, and then we're just going to cut the ribbon and go. So.
Awesome. I would love to attend personally. We'll be out of town, but I think we have a few members on the board that will be there.
I'm going to try to, I'll make it.
Awesome.
But
Yes.
I'll be there every other day of the year after that.
And you gave them the invite with 2 p.m. Okay. 2 p.m., not 3 o'clock.
Very good. Hopefully we see a lot of the community members out there. It's been a project in the works for some time, and great community involvement, great input from everyone around. I think we even had a broadcast out there for a survey, so that was great input. Well needed in our community for sure. All right. Any questions on the ribbon cutting ceremony? 2 p.m. Wednesday, May 19th. And it should be nice and warm during that week. Hopefully it's not 86 degrees like it's slated to be. Hopefully it is, actually. Hopefully it is hot. Yeah, for this very bad. Yeah, for sure. Cool. We'll move on to item number 8, our new business item, specific the American Legion Playground.
All right, so we have some features and functions of a conceptual design from 3 companies for the American Legion Playground. We want the colors to be standard. It is American Legion Park, and we want it to be red, white, and blue. So kind of disregard the colors, but look at some of the features that each of the playgrounds that I have here. The first one here is from Exerplay. It has great shade. It has the shade features that we want. It has the ADA swing. And so just, look at the features and the functions of each company. So this is the front by Exerplay. This is the back of what is being offered. We have the swing set. We have multiple slides. So I think they have some great features. Exerplay, now we only have $100,000 for this project. Exerplay is coming in at $124,000, so we might have to adjust some of the features if we do go with them. And that was... so many slides here. The next we have Burke, the play that moves you. I think some staff really like the elements and the features that Burke offers. They have a lot of shade towers. They have great connectivity throughout the whole playground. This is the backside. They have swings that you can see over here. They have a couple slides. Again, it's not going to be purple, so although I was like, I like the purple, that's awesome. But Bobby's like, no, it has to be red, white, and blue. I'm like, okay. Triple M. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to say Play It Safe proposal is coming in at $100,000, so they are right on the money with what we are asking for. Triple M is coming in at $125,000. A lot of staff liked this design also. We like the shade, the slides. They have ADA features and, of course, climbing features. This is the back side. So they have the 4 slides. Really, it's 3 slides, but one slide has the ability for 2 kids to go down at the same time. The all-inclusive giant shade. So also, are there any other features that you're wanting us to look at? Also, what we can do, too, is, as Nick said, that, we can use staff to take care of some of, like the FIBAR, which is the play surface or the fall protection. We can take care of that. We can do that. So that'll lower some costs also. But, yeah.
Casey, Go ahead, sir. Casey, what kind of surface you have? Play surface is resilient surface.
It's the FIBAR, so it's that fiber. It's that thick fiber.
In particular, are any of these play activities ratio for ADA use?
Yes, so we do have some ADA. ADA swings. One of the other features, I'm trying to
So that's okay, as long as there is some.
Yeah, on Triple M has some things. I mean, we can certainly add these features if, those are some things you're looking for. So absolutely,
And then what's
that's
your
important.
target user age group? 6 to 12?
It's really the younger kids. I mean, yeah, we want all the kids to play, but, it seems like the younger kids are using our playgrounds more. Yeah.
Any other questions at all? We'll kind of have some discussion, perhaps. Is this time we're looking to vote on, or is this time just open for discussion at this moment?
Yeah,
or?
open for discussion if you want, certain features, as Commissioner Kubota said, maybe some more ADA features.
Very good. Having frequented the area, I think it's super important to be consistent with a swing set in that particular realm. I know that it's highly used.
Yes.
I was stationed close there for a long time, and you couldn't find anybody without a swing set in that moment.
Yep.
So if we can be consistent with that, I know there was a proposal in there that didn't have one. Maybe if we can go back to them and say, hey, we're looking for this item. Is that something we can look for in that price range?
Absolutely.
I like all three of them. I think over the top, I think the best one would be, in my personal opinion, Exerplay. I think that's how you say that.
Yes, Exerplay. We like
first
them
one.
also.
I think that's pretty consistent. They got that big circular swing, kind of be consistent with that tire swing they already have currently, and then a couple other elements there, and then the Mommy and Me swing I think is that duo.
Yes.
That one's pretty handy dandy too for the little ones. That's just my personal opinion. Anybody got any ideas or concepts or comments?
I think that one looks pretty good. Are all these ADA compliant? Are the features in each one?
There will be ADA features in each one. Yeah, I mean, I think that's just something that we have to be a standard in.
Okay. Yeah, this one is nice.
Yeah.
And they all have that fiber base, so that is ADA compliant?
We'd have to, I assume, a wheelchair can't go through that, so we'd have to have some sort of paths to, like, the swing. I mean, what's the point of having the swing if the child doesn't have access to it? It's too difficult to get through. So I think those make sense to me.
And those could be as simple as putting a pathway or some sort of
Yes.
access to that given area for transfer.
Right, absolutely.
Having that fiber play near or around that surface, right, for any
Right.
fall risks. Very good. Any other ideas or concepts, guys? I know the red, white, and blue is consistent with American Legion Park. It's been that way for many a year. Doesn't fit the town of Prescott Valley, but it definitely fits the area and that needed representation for American Legion.
Colors are nice.
Yeah, always. Yeah. Anything else on that end, fellas? Okay. I say we move for recommendation. Any thoughts? I'll leave it open for discussion, see if anybody has any input on the items. I know I gave my feedback. Anybody have any other suggestions? All right. Fairly new for us to look at, but we're kind of looking at all the nooks and crannies of it all and deciphering over it. And again, is this something we have to, I guess, vote on or make a motion for tonight, or is this something we can push for another?
Yes, we can push forward, and then once you maybe you could email us separately your recommendations, and then we could, of course, come back and you could vote on it.
Okay, I say let's do that. Let's table it till June 8th. I think that'd be appropriate, as long as it's not a time-sensitive or pressing issue. Potentially, we can talk about it, or you guys can have that communication here, and then we can come back later and decipher those down. Maybe even ask that third potential company, I'm not even sure what that was, if they had elements that would fit our need. I think that's Triple M. I do like their overall worldly design, I guess, but if they had the option to add a swing set, even in the simplest form, to that one would be a good candidate as well.
Right. But we need a swing set for them.
Yeah.
It looks like there's a swing set.
On the third one?
Yep.
Oh, there is,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, I didn't see
Well-
that. It was tucked away in the corner. So I'm swayed. I got no skin in the game.
It's not a swing set.
Oh, it's not?
No.
On that the previous slide there, that one there over in the corner, right behind the kid with the white shirt on.
Now I see it, yeah. It's awful. I can't, I'm like,
That's a tough shot.
Yes,
So
you're right.
all three have swings. I like the third one now.
Yeah.
So I'm undecided. We're going to table it till June 8th regardless. We'll take more
And your
looks at
budget
it
is
potentially.
just 100,000?
100,000.
I guess that's what, that's kind of
Yeah, like
interesting,
a side shot potentially. It's kind of where we're not looking at it, but
Yeah.
okay. Tough one. Awesome.
Might not be an ADA one either.
Okay. We'll move on to the new business, the Antelope Spray Pad.
So we're excited about this. So we have DIF funding for 21-22 that will allow us the ability to install an additional spray pad at Antelope Park, which complements the one at Bob Edwards. So we're hoping to get that up and running by September. We were trying to get pricing and features locked down so contracts could be awarded by July 1st. So this is funding. We can't just start doing it now, but our funding is not available to July 1st, and we can't build it in a couple weeks to be ready for summer. So although we are hoping to have it finished by September, which it's still pretty warm here anyway, so that is exciting. Here are some, of course, Extra Play again has put in a contract bid for this spray pad, and this is just another conceptual design. I really like some of the features. It's just completely different from the Bob Edwards, which is nice, so it's just something different in the community. And this is by Play It Safe, the Antelope, this is their concept. So just, they have some really good features also. So that's what we're looking at.
Very cool. And is there a third one at all, or is that just a different view of that one?
That's just the backside of the other company, and that's it. That's all I have.
Very cool. I don't know this to be the case, but is there anything that's proprietary, for instance, like Excerpt Play? I know we're doing that with the Bob Edwards. Is there systems in place that, like, we can stock or inventory, like, hey, we got a pump that goes bad?
Yes, absolutely.
Excerpt Plays one, we don't have to have 3 different kinds on the shelf, or...
Well, what they have on the shelf right now is a water tank, which we have at the Bob Edwards, which will be installed. So, if they're awarded a contract, they have another tank on the shelf, so that's why we'd be able to move quickly with this company if they are awarded. So, but they do tend to. I met Justin from Extra Play, great guy, on the ball with everything. So we're excited to move forward with the contract process, find out who's awarded.
Yeah, I think one of the things to maybe consider is just that working relationship with them.
Absolutely.
And also, let the spray pad open, let it see what it looks like, and then maybe jump on, hey, if they're doing the right thing for us as a community, stay with them and be consistent with our product.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think a lot of times we look at, they did provide a different spectrum of things, so that's good to see. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't recommend now, but I think maybe table this one again until June 8th and see how that spray pad actually comes to life, and then see if we have any, sore toes to begin with, Yeah.
Casey, what kind of feedback did your maintenance crew give you relative to the play apparatus and also the splash pad at Antelope?
So I'm sorry, the feedback from our
maintenance guys,
our park guys on the splash pad. Nick is pretty awesome. It's like, he just keeps going until it's finished. And feedback-wise, problems come up, but, he always gets through and works with the company to get things done. So it was good feedback, really. There weren't a lot of bumps in the road, except for the water tank, which we think was on the Suez Canal, but we're going to get it at the end of the month. So
he would tell you if there was something really lousy.
Yeah, he would tell me. Nick would always tell me, trust me. But being out there, it was great, and it seemed to go up pretty quickly. So.
Yeah, we were watching the daily progress, and it seemed to fly in as soon as
very
they got
smooth.
Ground broken.
Yeah, I took pictures, and there really weren't a lot of issues. So.
Very good. I think if everybody's comfortable with it, we'll kind of do more, our due diligence and table that one until June 8th, and then give our recommendation from there. Again, it's not a pressing issue. It's not looking like they're doing. As long as we get it kind of decided, I think by June 8th we'll be in a good spot. Any other input on that, guys? Cool. Awesome. We'll move on to item number, Charlie. It's going to be the commission's meeting dates for 2021/2022. We're going to be consistent with our second Tuesday of each month, which works for, I think, majority of the commission, and then at 5:30 p.m., and then also having the July month off and December as well. So we'll stay consistent with that so you can spend time with your holiday families on both those occasions. So I'll look for a motion to approve the meeting or the proposed meeting dates for 2021/2022 as written.
I'll make a motion to approve.
All right. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right. Let's hear, I guess, a vote. All in favor of the proposed minutes? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Hearing none opposed, we'll call that number quit. Director's report. Anything for that one at all?
Just a quick quickie. I've now been the director of this department for 9 months. I can't believe it, and I couldn't be more proud of the deputy director and everybody else on staff. It's been a tough road, and we still got a lot of hurdles to jump. But I'm very excited about new staff coming on board and the direction that we're heading. So they all work very, very hard for this community, and I really am amazed at their ability to just keep going. So very proud of them. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, the interactions that we have with them on a regular basis, it's always positive, always, striving forward. There's going to be hurdles, there's going to be challenges when it comes down to infrastructure or, potential budgetary issues, and they just seem to overcome them. So they're doing a great job, and I think they're kicking in the rear end. So awesome work. All right. We'll look for any unscheduled public appearance. I don't see any, so we'll move on to the back side of this page here. We have our next meeting scheduled for Tuesday, June 8th. Hopefully we come up with some ideas and conceptuals. Again, if there's any other input that conceptuals for those ideas that you guys want to send out to us, feel free to do so, and we'll come up with some better perceptions on our end. With that, we'll move on to item number 12. I'll move for a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
I do have a second.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Hearing none, we'll move on to the adjournment. Thank you, Prescott Valley. Have a great night.